Hello everyone, welcome back to the map of mathematics. In this video we are going to solve this nice algebra problem, and here we have 81 and its whole power sine squared x plus 81 and its whole power cos squared x equals to 30, and we will solve this problem for the values of x. So the very first thing we are going to do is, here first we rewrite this equation as, here you see that we have 81, and when we find the prime factors of 81, so these are 3 to the power of 4. So 3 to the power of 4 and its whole power sine squared x, plus we write this 81 as 3 to the power of 4 and its whole power cos squared x, and it is equals to 30. And in the next step we will just multiply these two exponents here, and you will obtain 3 to the power of 4 times of sine squared x plus 3 to the power of 4 times of cos squared x equals to 30. And in the next step we will just write here, we will rewrite this equation in the form of 3 to the power of 4 times of sine square x plus 3 to the power of 4 times of, here we have cos square, and we write it as 1 minus sine squared x equals to 30. And now in the next step we will make little bit simplifications here, and you will obtain 3 to the power of 4 times of sine squared x, plus here we separate these two terms and we write 3 to the power of 4 into 3 to the power of minus 4 times of sine squared x equals to 30. So here we move this 3 to the power of minus 4 in the downside, and we write 3 to the power of 4 times of sine squared x plus 3 to the power of 4 over 3 to the power of 4 times of sine squared x equals to 30. So now here we can just simplify, we can convert this equation into the simplified form by taking y equals to 3 to the power of 4 times of sine squared x. So when you put this value in the above equation, then our above equation will becomes in this form, y plus 3 to the power of 4 equals to 81, and over 3 to the power of sine squared x equals to y, and this whole equation equals to 30. And now we will write this equation into the standard quadratic equation, so that here first we can just multiply both of the sides by y, and you get here y squared plus 81 equals to 30 times of y. And now we can rearrange the terms, and we get here y squared minus 30 times of y plus 81 equals to 0. And in the next step we will make the factors of this nice equation, so that we have the factors of this equation are, we write this minus 30 times of y as minus 27 minus 27y minus 3y and plus 81 equals to 0. And now we can make little bit simplifications here, and now first we take the common y, and you get here y minus 27, and we take common minus 3, and we get here y minus 27 equals to 0. And in the next step you will just take common here y minus 27, and you get y minus 3 equals to 0. So that here we have two cases. The first case is we write y minus 27 equals to 0, and the second case is we write y minus 3 equals to 0. So here you get the value of y equals to 27, and here you get the value of y equals to 3. And now in the next step we will back substitute the value of y, and here you see that we will take y equals to 3 to the power of 4 times of sine squared x. So now we put the value of y here, and you obtain 3 to the power of 4 times of sine squared x equals to, here you have 27 and we write it as 3 to the power of 3. And similarly here you get 3 to the power of 4 times of sine squared x equals to 3, and you know that its exponent is 1. And now when you compare both of the sides, then you see that the bases are same, so the exponents are equal, and we write it as 4 times of sine squared x equals to 3, and here you get 4 times of sine squared x equals to 1. So in the next step, you will just write here, we move this 4 in the right hand side and you get sine squared x equals to 3 over 4, and here you get sine squared x equals to 1 over 4. And now here we find the value of x, so that we will take the square root on both of the sides on both of these cases. So that in the first case you see that these 2 and square root are cancelled by each other, and here you get sine of x equals to plus minus, you have the square root of 3 and the square root of 4 equals to 2. And here you again see that these are gone, and you get sine of x equals to plus minus 1 over 2. And now we have again two cases on both of the equations. So now first I can name this as equation number 1 and this as equation number 2. And now first we can solve equation number 1, so that here we write from equation number 1, here we can make two cases. The first is positive case, which is sine x equals to square root of 3 over 2, and the second case is we write the negative value, which is minus square root 3 over 2. So in this case here you see that or you can just check that the value, the sign is positive, so it is lies in first and second quadrant, because sign is positive and it is positive in first and second quadrant. So we know that the second quadrant with reference angle, here you have the reference angle is x equals to, we move the sign on the right hand side, so it will become sine inverse of square root 3 over 2, and we know that sine inverse square root 3 over 2 equals to pi over 3. So this is the our reference angle. And similarly in this case you will see here sine is negative and it is lies in the sign negative lies in third and fourth quadrant, with reference angle. So here you have the reference angle is x equals to pi over 3, because it is again square root 3 over 2. So the reference angle on both of the cases are same. And now in the next step, you know that the angle in first quadrant is equals to our reference angle, so that in first quadrant we will write here x equals to pi by 3, and in second quadrant we know that the value of the angle of theta is x equals to pi minus pi over 3, so that here you get x equals to 2 pi over 3. And similarly in this case you know that the angle in the third quadrant is pi plus theta, so here you have pi plus pi by 3 and it is equals to 4 pi by 3, and angle in fourth quadrant equals to 2 pi minus pi by 3, so it is equals to 3 to the 6 and it will becomes 5 pi by 3. So this is the our angle in the first case, and when we can write these angles in general form, then you get here our value of x equals to 2 pi by 3 plus 2 n pi, and here you get the the first is pi by 3, so you have pi by 3 plus 2n pi, and here you obtain our third angle is 4 pi by 3 plus 2n pi, and you have 5 pi by 3 plus 2n pi. So here we get these four values on the case number 1. So our case number 1 is here. So this is the case number 1. So here I can find the four angles, and now we can solve this equation, and similarly we will get the four angles now here. So in this case we can just write here from equation number 2. Here I can define above the equation number 2, which is sine of x equals to plus minus 1 over 2, and now we can break this equation in two parts, and you get here sine x equals to 1 over 2 and sine x equals to minus 1 over 2. And now you will get here, so here you see that sine is positive, lies in first and second quadrant with reference angle x equals to, so here you see that our reference angle is x equals to pi by 6, and in first quadrant you know that the value of angle x is equals to pi by 6, and in second quadrant the value of x is pi minus pi by 6, and it is equals to 5 pi by 6. So these are the two values in this case, and now we can move towards our negative value. So here you have sine is negative, and sine is negative lies in third and fourth quadrant. So in third and fourth quadrant with reference angle x equals to pi by 6, and in third quadrant we know that the value of angle is x equals to pi plus theta, so our theta is pi by 6 and it is equals to 7 pi by 6, and this is the value of angle in third quadrant. And in fourth quadrant we know that the value is x equals to 2 pi minus pi by 6, and you will get here 11 pi by 6. So here you obtain another four values or another four angles. So these angles are, so here you get these two angles, the first and second, and we can write these in general form. So you get here 7 pi by 6 plus 2n pi, and in this case you will get here 11 pi by 6 plus 2n pi. And these are another two angles, which is pi by 6 and 5 pi by 6, and we write these angles also here. So you get pi by 6 plus 2n pi, and in this case you will get here 5 pi by 6 plus 2n pi. So these are the another four solutions of the given problem. So here we have the 8 solutions of the given problem. So these are the 4 solutions, and these are the another 4 solutions. So this is our final answer of this problem, and thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos.